Hi, Claus. Welcome to SCL Tech. I'm Moshme Roy from the Global Thought Leadership team.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
How do you see the intersection of technology and maritime business evolving in the coming years?
So maritime, if you compare it to other industry like banking or the industry where I came from, energy and chemicals, is behind. I see robotics process automation becoming more important, data analytics becoming more important. Just here today, we were brainstorming about video analytics, drones, IoT, etc. That will become a big topic for maritime.
Artificial intelligence has gained significant attention in recent years. What key challenges do you anticipate in integrating emerging technologies in the maritime sector?
I think there's two main topics. One is data. So maritime has a lot of data, but it's all in isolated systems. And data governance and master data management is a big topic. So that is one barrier we need to overcome as a maritime business. And the other one is a maturity from a digital perspective. So maritime is, if you compare it to other areas, a little behind. So you need to basically help people to climb this maturity curve step by step. Also, I think the adoption of the technology and the data, the accessibility and then the data quality, if you want of it.
Could you share your perspective on the potential impact of autonomous ships and unmanned systems in the maritime sector and how organizations are preparing to transform?
It's a very interesting topic. So, and it also opens a lot of opportunities. I was just at a conference a few months ago and they were talking about decarbonization, right? The maritime industry wants to be carbon neutral by 2050. And when you talk about autonomous ships and you would make them fully autonomous, you could actually design a vessel completely new. And there was one company, they were designing a little ship for inway waterways. And they actually went back to the drawing board and said, how would we design the vessel if there's no human on the board, right? You don't need a bridge, you don't need a kitchen, you don't need a restroom, you don't need a railing. So they redesigned the vessel completely, and just by doing it, they just, with the change of this design, you would reduce the carbon footprint. And then if it's autonomous, it would just drive. There's a lot of things to overcome, right? I think the technology is one part, but then also from a legal perspective. So the law that's currently in place was done when on the maritime world switched from sailing to steam. So right now, nobody being on board is actually not a case there. So there's a lot that needs to be done there.
You mentioned zero emission and a time around sustainability. What Lloyd's register is doing around this?
We do two things. So we focus on our carbon footprint. So you look at travel, you look at where you get your energy from, etc. And then the other one is we help the maritime industry to push this forward, since LR belongs to the LR Foundation. And the mantra, the objective of the LR Foundation is to make the world a safer place. And as such, we have something that's called the Decarbonization Hub. Where we work with the maritime business and researchers all over the world to figure out how can we actually achieve being carbon neutral in 2050. So the question is, what is the fuel of the future? Is this nuclear? Is this methanol? Is this ammonia? Is this hydrogen? If you build it like this, you need a new rule set, so new safety rules around that, and that's where LR and the LR Foundation actually help the maritime.
What advice do you have for maritime businesses who are looking to embrace technology?
When AI machine learning started, everybody wanted to jump on this immediately. And many of those companies initially failed. So you need to start this bottoms up, or do small POCs that actually try something, fail fast. Don't be afraid, and then do it stepwise. LR actually has an AI report where we have this mapped out how to do that. And one of the key recommendations is start small, prove it, get out the kinks, and then scale it.